everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One key thing to watch today will be the battle in the trenches. The Vikings are top 10 in rush yards allowed, and they're going up against a Saints team that will need to figure out how much it can count on the run.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now it's Roethlisberger. And Thomas has it. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? of the gun. It's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And the D looking like they may blitz. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now Lutz for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On play action, they'll throw. Room to run past midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
On first down, Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's 4. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw here. Screen play, McKinnon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they'll take over with the ball 1st and 10. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. The 40, the 30, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly, and it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Around the NFL, they're in the 2nd in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger going with a screen for Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Let's go!
He'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Linval Joseph coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
give. This is Murray. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Murray running right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down.
Now let's go!
They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Set! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Back 99 Leopard! Leopard!
A handoff. It's Murray. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Detroit! Detroit!
The first carry for Jeremy McNichols. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd and Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go.
He'll get it in the hands of Baldwin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down again. Whitney Merciless. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They go with Murray again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The offense on 3rd down, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And Sturgis able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Here's Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. He's got a man complete. Give him 30 yards there. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
On the run, it's McNichols. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. Here's McNichols. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. On the ground, this is McNichols, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On first and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Ben to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice. Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
A 4th quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. The Raiders have widened their lead even further. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year.
Let's go.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Vikings, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.